There is one man who may have more firsthand knowledge of the events that happened here 50 years ago than almost anyone else. Hugh Aynesworth was a reporter for the Dallas Morning News at the time. His specialty was aviation. He wasn't even assigned to cover this story, President Kennedy's visit, but despite that, Aynesworth witnessed Kennedy's assassination, the arrest of Lee Harvey Oswald inside the Texas Theater, and then he was in the basement of Dallas Police Headquarters when Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald. Aynesworth saw everything, and it changed his life forever.
It's so clear that occasionally I will wake up in the middle of the night.
5 decades have done little to dull Hugh Aynesworth's memory.
I was right in the middle of Elm Street. 3 distinct shots. It was wild. A lady threw up right behind me. Other people were protecting their kids down here, along here. And it was just pandemonium. Nobody knew what was happening.
Amid the chaos of Dealey Plaza, Aynesworth overheard a police radio. An officer was down in Oak Cliff. Why did your gut tell you that this was probably connected?
I don't really know, but I thought immediately it must be.
Aynesworth hurried across the river to 10th and Patton Streets, where someone had shot and killed Officer J.D. Tippit.
So the hunt was on, and people kept saying, well, no, he went that way, no, he went that way. So for a while in Oak Cliff, it was sort of a mad chase.
In that chase, another tip from a police radio sent Aynesworth scrambling for the nearby Texas Theater.
As I got there, I guess it was 15, 20 seconds till they jumped on Oswald. And I was right there. I was probably, 20 feet away. Oswald was screaming, "I protest this police brutality."
Aynesworth had just witnessed the arrest of Lee Harvey Oswald, the man who shot President Kennedy.
Everything was happening so fast.
2 days later, Aynesworth was in the right place again. The basement of Dallas Police Headquarters, when a notorious local nightclub owner lunged from the crowd.
Well, it was just complete chaos. I just heard the one pop. It wasn't very loud.
Jack Ruby had shot Lee Harvey Oswald, the third stunning event in as many days, and Hugh Aynesworth had seen them all.
Just dumb luck, and I'm not sure it was good luck.
He would spend the next 50 years delving into the assassination.
I've never been able to get rid of it.
He would come to know nearly everything about every character in the story. Oswald.
He wanted to be somebody, but he was a failure at everything he did.
Oswald's Russian-born wife, Marina.
She was scared to death that they were going to deport her or that they were going to charge her for complicity some way.
And Ruby.
Jack Ruby was a show-off and a con.
But it was the flood of conspiracy theories that consumed Aynesworth's work.
Every new conspiracy theory, I had to run it down.
There were lucrative offers to fan the conspiracy flames.
I was offered $75,000 by a French publisher. I was making $9,000 at the News at the time. And try explaining that to your wife.
But after decades of searching for anything that might prove something more, nothing except a stinging allegation.
There comes a point when people have accused me of being involved, being an FBI agent or being a CIA agent, all kinds of things like that. My wife keeps saying, well, where is your retirement check? Where's your pension?
5 decades after the assassination of the president, Hugh Aynesworth says he knows what happened that day.
We ought to be 99% convinced.
A lifetime of reporting has led him to the simplest of conclusions.
We can't imagine that 2 know-nothings, these 2 nobodies, could change the course of history, but they did.
Hugh Aynesworth has a new book out about his experiences and his reporting on the JFK assassination. It is called November 22nd, 1963, Witness to History. Aynesworth, by the way, also a consultant on the recently released film Parkland. I've had the privilege of getting to know Hugh Aynesworth over the past couple of months, an absolutely extraordinary journalist. Over the past couple